Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Today's video is all about ankle strength. Now, of course, we need really nice strong ankles, not just for point work, but also for our everyday technique classes. Nice strong ankles is obviously extremely helpful, but also it's good to prevent injuries rather than waiting till you possibly get injured. So this little series that I've created today is basically a selection of my personal favourite exercises that I'm going to be doing with bare feet. I recommend you do too. You can wear soft shoes if you like, but I feel that you can really feel what you're doing more when you're doing this in barefoot. Some of the exercises can be even done in point shoes if you wish. I won't be doing any point ones today, but I will at a later date do a series of videos dedicated to different exercises for point work. Now, of course, having strong ankles is kind of like one of the key things here, not just for safe, secure point work, but also to ensure that in our technique classes that we are less liable to get any ankle problems. As they say, prevention is better than the cure, right? If you know me, you'll know that I love demi point shoes as well. This is one of my new special orders. Maybe I'll do you guys a little video about this later. These are yet to be sewn, but a demi point shoe, also known as a soft block, or some people call them soft points, look like a point shoe, but they have no shank in the back here, which is basically the spine of the point shoe. And they're designed to make your footwork harder, get your ankles nice and aligned, get ankle strength, work your metatarsals, work all those little intrinsic foot muscles. And even though I'm on point already, I still like to wear demi points because I feel it really benefits me. And I know plenty of other dancers that do as well. So maybe I'll do a little video about these later. So that's another cool thing for ankle strength. I'm going to make this a follow along tutorial. Not really a tutorial, is it? More like a regime, I guess, or routine. Of course, I don't have the best feet in the universe, so don't expect to be like wowed by my feet or anything. And I think it's nice to show some realness because, believe it or not, dancers, there are a lot of other dancers out there that don't have the amazing feet. And when we speak about the amazing feet, we all dream of high arched, flexible feet that are strong. I'll do a video about this as well with some of my dancers who have those feet and the problems we get with those. But it's nice to show a little bit of realness, to show you guys that we don't all have these incredible feet, but it's important to work with what you've got, because actually having a nice strong foot that you can articulate well and is sturdy on point is better than striving to be as flexible as possible. Because if it's nice to be flexible with your feet and your ankles, but you've got to have the strength to go with that. I'm not going to waffle on too much because I could go on for hours about this topic. So let's get to it. You'll need a few things. Grab some TheraBands. I'm just going to be using one in a medium strength. It's up to you what strength you use. I'll go in detail about that in a minute. A tennis ball or a spiky massage ball, or even like a little tiny ball to roll your feet on, or a foot roller. That's about it really. That's all you really need. So let's get to it. So what I like to do first is get a tennis ball or a spiky massage ball. Some dancers like to use smaller balls. And the reason is we want to roll our feet on it. Whoops. And the idea is by rolling our feet, we're getting all our feet relaxed. And we're basically making sure that none of the muscles are tense. And it also helps me personally to be able to point my ankles better. Now just roll around, find some of the pressure spots that might be a bit tight. Don't go too crazy at first. Do this for however long you need. Obviously on a slippery surface it is quite hard. If you've got a dance floor that has that kind of matte texture, then it will grip better. You can use a foot roller too, but I prefer to use my foot roller kind of like after class, to be honest. So yeah, just do this for a little while. The spiky ones tend to be a bit more squishy. You can get harder squishy ones, but these ones are quite nice too. But I find they don't really get in to the tensor parts as much as a tennis ball does. So yeah, that's step one of what I do with my little regime. For this next exercise, you're going to need a TheraBand, which also known as Latex Exercise band. They come in different strengths. You want to get a strength that suits you. You don't want it to be too weak, but you don't want it to be too heavy resistance. Most people opt for medium. If you've got weaker feet, you might need something a little bit lighter. If you've got really strong feet, then you're probably going to need something a bit heavier. Now, there's many exercises you can do with a TheraBand, like for the whole body. They're just so amazing and they're so cheap. I'm going to show you guys, this is the classic one that most of you probably know about for feet. And you wrap it around the ball of your foot, hold it with both hands, keep them level, stretch your leg out, and basically the idea is you want to keep your back up nice and straight, and you're going to keep both your hips nice and level on the floor. With the other leg, I've got it bent. I will do a series of videos like showing you a whole body one with another dancer, but this will just give you an idea for ankle ones. Now the classic one is with holding with your hands, you're going to get some resistance with the band, and you're going to do a simple point and flex exercise. Now a lot of people give this exercise for strong ankles, but actually, in my opinion and some dance physios' opinion, this exercise it's not really so much about ankles, but it's good for alignment and also good for working the metatarsal and getting the dancer used to rolling through her feet and improving her point. Either way, it's a good exercise to do. So keep it around the ball of your foot, hold it nice and sturdy. It's good to do it with bare feet because it really grips on the band. You're less likely to get it to ping off. And the idea is you want to keep your legs straight and you're going to roll through, keeping your foot and ankle nice and straight. Go as slow as you can, pushing to your 4 point, and then come really up slowly, working through. Now you can change the resistance if you like, find a resistance that suits you. Try to do 10 reps on each foot to start with. So again, we're going to hold the band, sit up nice and straight, and we're going to roll through, pushing for demi point, pushing slowly through, and finally pointing the foot, and then really slowly and controlled come up as slow as you can up. Now I'm just going to move my band a little bit better. So again, rolling through, point, rolling back up, rolling through, points. Be sure to keep that nice straight alignment. Do not wing your foot either way, because I'll show you exercises for that in a moment. And rolling through. This will also improve your tendus as well, because it really trains you on how to use your whole foot. And push through. Just going to move my band a little bit more. Rolling through. Okay, so do it on both sides. I won't show the other side because it'd be pretty boring. And yeah, next one coming up. Now for this next exercise, not only is it good for foot strength, but it's also great for your toes as well. And the idea is you're going to pull it kind of under the top of your foot like this, holding the band, but keep your leg bent. Get your other foot tucked out of the way, back nice and straight. And whilst your knee is bent, you're going to scoop like this and then come up. Scoop, bend point your foot, scoop up. Push down. It's like pushing down on like a demi point motion with your toes flexed towards you. And then push, kind of curl your toes, like point your toes, and then pull the band back up. And you can make it harder by pulling the band for greater resistance. Again, you can do 10 reps of this. Keep your foot and ankle nice and straight. And the next one. And now we can do the opposite of that. So same thing, leg bent, other leg kind of crossed, well, kind of out the way, back nice and straight. So this time around we're gonna crunch our toes, push downwards and then scoop up. So you're kind of going like this. So it's the opposite version. Pushing down, scooping up, pushing down, scooping up, pushing down, scooping up. And let's go on to the next one. Now for this next exercise, you're going to put the band around the balls of your feet, both feet this time. Get them in alignment, get the bands, stretch your legs out in front of you, excuse my very sweet. Pull the band in towards you with resistance, and you're going to try and pull your ankles away from you. So going outwards. And you're going to do a few reps of these. Pushing out, pushing in, pushing out, pushing in. Like so. And let's go on to the next one. Now we're going to do a winging exercise, and what you're going to do this time is get the band, put it around one of your feet, like so. Then you're going to grab, let's get the bands even, grab the band around this way, put your foot down on it, push your foot out, and you're going to wing your foot. So you're pushing to the right and just winging it. This will work your outer ankle as well. You can even move the band a bit more around your foot to really get it in there. Keep up straight and wing, wing, wing. And do it on the other side as well. Now this next one, put your band around the ball of the foot you're working on, but this time you're going to pull the bands out to the side of your body, and you're going to pop your other foot over the band, pull it down on the floor, point this foot and wing it. Try and get some good resistance. Need to pull it a little bit tighter and just wing. I can really feel this. Again, 10 reps. You can build it up as you go along. Okay, next one. Now this next one isn't so much about ankles, but I like to stretch my calves out this way. You can also do this exercise lying on the floor, but I get really tight calves, so I like to put my band under my foot again. And then this time you're standing up, and the idea is you want to hold the band with both hands, get some resistance, and flex your foot towards you, and straighten your leg, and pull towards you, lifting your leg a little bit higher to feel that stretch in your calves. Go lightly at first and build it up as you go along, but that's a really nice calf stretch and a great thing to do before class to really ensure that your calves are nice and relaxed. And hold it for a few seconds, and you can repeat again and do the other side. Now I'm going to do this exercise with a ferret band in a moment, and also with a tennis ball. First of all, this is just a simple one. You're going to face the bar, or if you've not got a bar, then back of a chair or kitchen counter, anything like that. You're going to stand in parallel position with your feet apart a little bit. Keep nice and straight, and you're just going to do simple rises onto demi point. Try to go in slow as controlled as you can, and don't roll your feet this way or that way. Try to keep as straight as possible. So we're going to take a nice slow rise up. And then slowly back down. And then slowly up. Try to push for your highest demi point. And slowly back down. Again, do 10 reps of these. I'm just going to do another one. Try not to roll, because my left ankle has a tendency to roll to the left, to the outside. And slowly back down. Now to increase this exercise, we can add a ferret band. So grabbing your ferret bands, you want to tie it around your ankles. So the idea is, it can be a bit fiddly at first, but you want to step apart in parallel to find how tight you're going to need to do it. and you're going to tie it to the side in a bow, well, sort of like a bow, and step apart to test the resistance that you've got there. Now, facing the bar again, or your makeshift bar, make sure the band is around, actually like properly around your ankles, so you can really feel this. Step apart so you can feel that resistance. And you're going to take another slow rise up. Whoops, can feel myself rolling a bit. And slowly back down. And slowly up. And slowly back down. This one really targets the outside of your ankles, which is great for those of us that have a tendency to roll towards our pinky toes or have a sickle. So just go that again. You can step apart even more so to get more resistance if you don't want to tie the band tighter. Slowly up, hold it, slowly back down. Now this version, I've got a tennis ball, and the idea is we're going to place it between our ankles. And you're going to do the same thing again, but you've got to try and keep the tennis ball between your ankles while it's falling. And this is a great one to do for ankle alignment. So holding the ball there, you're going to slowly rise up and slowly back down. Slowly rise up, slowly back down. Try and place it a little bit lower. Got my tights in the way. Slowly up, slowly back down. You get the idea. Now for this next one, we're going to do some single leg rises. So you're going to take the other foot up out of the way, and with one foot only, keep it nice and straight, get your balance, holding on. You're going to slowly rise up and slowly back down. Slowly rise up and slowly back down. Again, 10 reps. Then once you've got the hang of it, you can actually do faster ones as well. The faster ones are actually a little bit harder. On my left, it's harder for me. Even slow ones are harder because my left foot is actually my weaker foot. Now with this next one, you're going to take similar positioning, but you're going to take a bend with the standing leg, and then you're going to straighten and rise, and then come back down. Bend, straighten, come back up, come back down. Then we can reverse this. We can take a rise up, bend, hold the bend this time, and then really push down with the foot, come up to straight leg. So coming up to straight leg, bend, slowly push down, straighten the leg. We can also do this with both feet in parallel. So we can take a rise up, then we can take a plie, pushing over our toes, and then we can push down with our ankles, and then come back up straight. Rise up, plie, push down, straighten. And then we can swap that around. We can do a plie, push up onto the demi point. Oh, that was a click. Straighten our legs, peeling back down. Again, plie, peeling up, straightening our legs. Find your balance, push down slowly. And you can do that exercise too with a TheraBand tied around either your legs or your thighs, by the way, for added resistance. And now just some classic rises in first and second, always good to do. So basically we can take a first and we can just rise slowly up and slowly down. Slowly up and slowly down. You will find on your weaker side that you will have a tendency to roll your ankle. For me, that's my left. So let's just go again, rising up, rolling down, rolling up, and rolling down. And we can take that to second as well. And we can roll up and roll down and roll up and roll down. We can also do this exercise with a TheraBand tied around the top of our thighs, like just above your knees, and this will increase it will increase the exercise basically. Okay, so for this one, I like to do this one with first position again, but we're going to add a plie in. So we're going to take the plie first of all, or it's a demi plie, and then we're going to rise up onto our demi point, and then we're going to try to keep that demi point there, pull our legs up straight as we can, and then slowly roll back down. Take a demi plie, push to your highest demi, straighten your legs and roll back down. Then we can reverse it. We can take a rise up, push, and push our feet down and come back up. Rolling up, push over, push our feet down, come back up. Thanks for watching. That's all I can think of right now, but I'm sure there's some other exercises that I've bound to have forgotten about, so I'll do a follow-up video, and it'd be really cool for me to do some videos with other dancers, especially those that have other issues that maybe I can help them with. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to get back to you. My social media links are down below. Feel free to give me a follow. Yeah, thanks for watching.